認めないも何も自分は高倉健です。オカルト好きだからオカルン。
There we go.
オカルン。
あの名前使ったら殺すから。
あの名前って自分の名前なんですけど。
He's gonna use that name in the future and she's gonna accept it and accept his love as well. I'm calling it. That's like the easiest prediction that I can ever predict. Some interesting use of I was about to say interesting use of aspect ratios, but I guess a better word would be interesting use of paneling. Sure. Which means we have time, time to prepare. Again, just to reiterate what I said in the first episode reaction, I have read like the first 2 or 3 chapters of Dandadan, so this was years ago. There are things that are obviously not gonna be. There are gonna be things that I don't remember much, but the basic plot line of like these first 3 or so chapters are very memorable, to say the least. I'm gonna guess that at least by the time we are done with this episode or the next episode, then I'll be, blind to be, anime only, but I do remember a fight. The zoom in on her facial reaction there. But yeah, passing on the Torii gate. Grandma obviously has some protection. Lovely shot. These two are so unserious. But that's gonna be a problem. Yeah, I do remember now. Yeah. Her getting rid of that is gonna... yeah. The absolute difference... The absolute difference between her room and the rest of the house, pretty contrasting, but love the use of the mirror there. But it's also like showcasing her personality a lot more. Again, really loving the use of the mirror. Yeah. Hmm.
あんたのそういうとこマジうざい。勝手に他人のこと決めつけて、勝手に自己完結して、あんたに友達がいないのはあんたが遠ざけてるからだろ。
Is this also projection from her, or... Well, I mean, she is kind of popular in school, right? But... That was... That was out of pocket?
静かにして。前にばあちゃんが言ってた。うちの呼び鈴は2つあるって。
Right.
お札取っちゃったからだ。
There we go.
お札を元に戻す。悪霊ならあんたみたいに燃えるでしょ。自分も燃やす気ですか。あんたは敷地の外に出てりゃいいでしょ。やばいやばい。
Well, that's not spiritual.
鳥、お札貼れそうじゃん。待ってください。お札貼っちゃダメですよ。
Or maybe it is. I guess if the first episode we're focusing on... Well... Oh. Hello. Definitely a spirit. Promise. Probably because of the talisman, right? I was about to say if that was CG or not, but I can't really tell.
あれ宇宙人ですよ。フラットウッズモンスターです。
じゃああの呼び鈴は幽霊の仕掛けに宇宙人が反応したってこと？
心霊現象をよく見る人は UFO もよく見るという調査結果が出ています。
Okay.
つまり幽霊と宇宙人には何らかの共通点があるのかも。
I was about to say. I mean, it's always a possibility that the aliens and the spirits are just like the same thing.
自分が戦います。呪いを解いてください。体の呪いだけ解放して頭は抑えるってことできませんか？
It's gonna be a hard task. She's gonna do it regardless. Yeah, is that CG or is that... Nah, it's probably a combination of both. It's the movement of the alien? It's the movement of the alien that's like... that is so in model that it gives off the vibe that it could be CG. That's cool.
すげえでもすげえ打つ意識ははっきりしてるんだけどよ気分が落ち込んでよ
I'm Skylar White, yo!
My husband is Walter White, yo.
自分不器用だからよ
Oh!
これがターボババアの力かよなえるぜ
Instincts. And reflexes. Can't hold it on for too long.
すいません綾瀬さん。呪いの力に体がついていけません。
Yep.
あいつさ、相撲じゃね？あいつの手を地面につかせたらさ、こっちの勝ちじゃね？
Sure.
天才っすか
知ってた。
I knew I was.
うちは超能力で野郎を転ばすから。
ああ打つだめんどくせえ
Oh, lovely shot. Oh!
ズルするやつは許せねえのよ、うちは。
ちょっと何言ってんすか？
てめえはうちを怒らせたぜ、雑魚宇宙人。
She's popping off. She's popping off!
この深さがいいんだ。
Right, because of the Torii Gate. Oh, this music though. Interesting still frame. Can't recall if it's exactly like that in the manga, but there we go.
あれ、なんか目が回る。
Yeah, she's used up a lot of energy. Oh, lovely shot there. Did they just end the episode there? I mean, we did see the cat in the in this episode, right? Inside of the house.
おめえの年27だろ。
20歳です。
妻子がいるだろ。
一人暮らしです。
カレーが好きだろ。
ラーメンが好きです。
Yeah, I think the previous episode was actually the last time I actually read the manga chapter. So I'm pretty much blind at this point. I'm not blind about the grandmother though.
ここでいい。下ろせ。
That's uncomfortable. Wow. Wow. That was cool.
おいおい。またクズ男連れてきたのかと思ったらよ。めちゃくちゃ早いじゃん。
I just noticed how big the nail is after seeing it in the ground, like.
前もって貼っといた罠にまんまと入ってくれたぜ。そいつは結界だからよ。おめえがわしに触れられなかったのはよ。わしが結界に守られてたからだぜ。
I do like how the bat is also like a giant pencil at the same time. I say, wake up. Tell a misunderstanding. Grandma, please.
ぶっ殺してんだ。
Ow.
どうしたその中で
She's drawing another circle.
も使えねえな
Oh, God.
ババアがババアにクソババアって言いやがったな。ムカつくぞ。
Hmm.
ババアよ。
Well, that's it. That's the end of Dandadan. He's fine.
帰ってたの？
うっせえぞ。今バカ殿見てんだろうがよ。バカ殿は日本の宝だぜ。
What was that laugh? It's kind of cute.
おいおい。おめえ幽霊なんか信じてねえだろうがよ。それにわしはエセ霊媒師だぜ。よせよ、こんな話信じるな。悪霊なんかいねえし、わしは偽物だ。
Just rubbing it in, huh?
ごめんなさい。うちが間違ってました。
Oh, she's bowing.
本殿へ行ってみろ。
クソババ
このチャンスを逃したくなかったんです。
ア！あいつはただオカルトが好きで友達が欲しかっただけなのに。
綾瀬さん、よかった。てっきり自分が綾瀬さんを殺したんじゃないかって。生きてんじゃねえかよ、クソメガネ。なんだよそれ。
You make me feel all lovey-dovey for no reason.
イライラするわ。
They'll get along just fine.
いつから化け物を友達にするようになったんだ？
びっくりした。
You know one thing that I haven't... Well, maybe I have. One thing that I do want to say? The voice acting. Really well done. You can tell the voice actors, the seiyus, are having a lot of fun.
こうなったのうちにも責任あるし、なんとかしてあげたいって思ってるだけ。
へえ、そうかい。好きかい。
言ってねえわ。UFO に会える場所に行ってさ、そこでいろいろあって使えるようになった。
UFO なんているわけねえだろ。
わかるわ、その反応。
超能力って力はあるだろうよ。
信じてる基準がわかんねえ。
昔は100キロババアとか呼ばれててよ。全国各地で暴れ回ってた近代妖怪だぜ。
Hmm.
一度だけ様子を見に行ったことがある。
Once.
異様だったぜ。自爆霊って知ってるか？何か強い執着を持ってその場所に居続ける霊のことだが、奴らは自分のテリトリーの中ではほぼ最強だ。
Hmm. But now that she's not in the tunnel anymore.
ターボババア
Whoa.
と自爆霊が合体してやがったのさ。
Ah, okay, that makes sense. Interesting fusion between spirits. And now that spirit has been fused with Okarun to a degree.
うちがラブなケンさんだったら、こういう時どうするだろうって。ケンさんなら 100% 助けるんだわ。だからうちもそうする。
そのガキ大好きだ。おい、告られてんぞ。どんな気分だ？
Grandma's trying to speed run their romantic relationship immediately.
ターボババアと鬼ごっこしろ。
は？
奴は自分の足に絶対的自信を持って。
Of course. Hmm.
いやいや、この軟弱な足見てよ。ターボババア相手に鬼ごっことか絶対無理。
そもそもわしは手伝えね
は？何それ？
え。わしの結界術はこの土地に住む神様の力を借りてるに過ぎない。
Okay.
わしらの住む神越しを出たら、この能力は使えねえ。
Grandma has her territory. Turbo Grandma also has her territory. Alright.
うちがどんだけ頑張ったって陸上の県大会にも出れねえから。
おめえじゃねえよ。こいつだ。
あ、そっか。
So he's been listening in about how ISA is in love with him.
わしが協力できねえ以上、おめえら自身が強くなるしかねえ。だからわしがおめえらを鍛えてやる。
Alright.
若いっすね、おばあさん。
How old is she? Is she like 80, 90, something?
綾瀬さん、すいませんでした。
あ？
あのでかいやつと戦った時、正直必死すぎて自分のことしか考えられなかったです。ごめんなさい。
Hmm.
友達をやめないでください。
Please don't stop being a friend.
幻滅なんかしないし、考えすぎ。
じゃあなんでさっきすぐバーンってドア閉めたんですか？
あ、それは
ほら見たことか、やっぱり幻滅したんだ。
She's disappointed, yes, but towards herself. Not to you specifically.
綾瀬さんその自分は喉乾いたんで水ください
Thought he was gonna say something profound. Oh.
20歳ではなく27歳だったということです。なお、お相手の方とは
Every news is talking about it. That laugh. I can't get over that laugh.
やばい、オカルンがトイレ行きたいんだって。障害物とかでオカルンが見えないと呪いが解けちゃうの。
Then go in with him. Wait, wait a minute. How does that work? He doesn't have a wiener. Wait, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait.
オカルンにオーラが見えるっていうか、
オーラ
オーラをギューって握りつぶすとオーラが小さくなって呪いが抑えられるって感じ。それこそイメージが全部現実になる感じっていうか、無敵って感じ。
要は視覚に頼ってるからダメなんだ。
Okay.
もっと五感を使ってみろ。
But I was thinking, like, the change in color in the first episode could be a relation to her actually seeing aura around her, which would be pretty smart, you know, visually speaking.
冷たい。どう？
変身してる。
トイレしてるとこ見られたくないでも漏らすのはもっと嫌だ。ちょっと待て、誰が便所貸すと言ったんですか。あんたこっちは今すぐにでも漏らせるんだ。足も入れろ。リアルな高倉君、もらったさせるか。
モモ、おめえ超能力に目覚めた時無敵状態だったって言ってたな。
うん。
多分それがモモの本来の力なんだろう。
Mm.
なんでかその力は封印されてるみてえだがよ。
Oh, but why?
こっちのセリフ。ばあちゃん出た。タープババアが。ばあちゃん。ばあちゃん。
Oh, shit.
今夜トンネルに来い。じゃなきゃこのガキ使ってそこら辺のやつら全員呪い殺す。今夜だ。わかったな。
話。
モモ、何があったか聞こうじゃねえか。
Interesting. The talisman just.
あ、はい。
That's been a recurring shot of characters cleaning their glasses.
モモ、
だよしつけえな。
Aw.
死ぬなよ。お願いします。どうか二人を守ってください。
Who is she praying to?
自転車じゃ遠すぎるし。
I love this aversion from them riding the bicycle to them actually just in a train. Because yeah, no shit.
ちょっと綾瀬さん、こんなところでまずいですよ。
こんなのさっさと脱ぎたいの。ギャルはおしゃれが戦闘服なの。着たい服着ないとテンション上がんないじゃん。なんか楽しくない？
全然自分今吐きそうです。
I'm about to die. Fun, I am about to die.
いや、ここはレディーファーストで。横並びならフェアですよ。
Yeah, just go in together.
ちょっとオカルうちより後ろにいんじゃん。ああ、ずるい綾瀬さん。そう言って後ろに来てんじゃないですか。かけなってやめ。
These two.
それよりターボババア出てきたらどうすんだっけ？ぶん殴るんだっけ？
違いますよ。小脳市の外へ誘い出して自爆霊と引き離すんです。
だってババアだよ。あのデカさ経験したらババアなんて。
Um.
つけさっき言ってたじゃん。
That's big.
から出るでしょ。逃げるよ。
Oh god.
ああ、ダメだ。できる気がしねえ。自分なんて全然役に立たねえぜ。
ああ、そっか。ネガティブになるんだった。
プレッシャーで圧死するぜ。
呪いの力が消えてる。
一物は返したぜ。
Oh.
煽れ。奴は足に絶対的自信を持ってる。
足で負けるのが怖えのかよ。こんな力技かっこ悪いわ。
Challenge accepted.
わしが足で負けるわけねえだろうが。ルールはどうする？ゴールは
ゴールはなし。やるのは鬼ごっこ。始めるときは10分数えて。これルールだから絶対守って。
Yeah, I was thinking like the only way that they can win
ルールを守らねえやつは嫌いだ。
じゃあ始め。オカル走って。
is for rules.
ちょっと待って。あいつ数え方おかしい。
Time works differently for spirits, I guess.
そいつの10分は経ったぜ。1本。
こんなのずるいぞ。綾瀬さんを解放しろ。
I guess counting 10 minutes should have been.
数え方言われて
Yeah.
ね。4分。
Should have been more specific.
10分。はい。
Excuse me? What?
どうなってやがる。力が入らねえ。まさかこの装束のせいか。取り付いてやれ。
And we're back again.
クソだら。
Not the outfit.
女を食ってしまいにしようか。
Oh shit.
潰される感覚。
I gotta say.
わかるぜ。見えなくてもよーくわかる。
Yeah.
本体が入ってくれちゃってるからよ。はっきりと。
No vision, right? Whew. That's the. Yep. It's like a giant crab. Holy shit.
なんで自爆霊が狩りなんですか。
ばあちゃんが言ってたけど、死んだ人がタンスの顔を渡るためにサバガニの姿になるんだって。
Okay. Beware of bears? Beware of crabs.
来た来た来た来た。
超マジじゃん。
ももちゃんが重くてカーブ曲がりきれねえ。
嘘でしょ。
Damn. Called her heavy? He did ask he did ask her like how heavy she is in the previous episode.
やば、結構
Whoa.
何あれ。めっちゃおんぶしてんじゃん。
超必死じゃねウケる。めっちゃ熱いんですけど。嘘、みんなカニ見えてないの。ちょっと待った。ってことはうちらがただ全力
Nice POV shot.
みたいに見えてるってことじゃん。友達に出会いませんように。
Oh, we're gonna be bumping into friends. Do they not feel the Okay.
水は水でも。ここは温泉だ。
Let's cook a crab. Steam it.
カニは茹でると身がプリッと締まるじゃん。
Oh, it's working.
色が赤くなるとガセうまそうじゃん。
怖っ。そんな目で見てたんですか。
何あれ。
Turbo Granny?
そこに眠ってる霊たちにちょいと力を借りたのさ。小脳死はわしらのテリトリーだからよ。
Ah. How is the crab not? Okay.
ああ、鬱だ。
やって。
Lovely choice of using William Tell's overture. Cool. Oh wow. That is fantastic.
ももちゃん、元のルートに戻らねえと。
Oh wow.
ターボババアがやばい話しちゃった。
Shit.
日本語しゃべれよクソだら。英語使って老人騙そうって魂胆が見え見えだぜ。とんだ。
Okay, she just
さあのバビッチだぜ。逃げるの待ってやるぜ。10分か20分か。
なら1秒もらうわ。
she was eyeing on the train before, and I was thinking like, well, I mean, they can't just use the train and get out. I was just wondering how. Here we go.
てめえは乗っちまったんだぜ。負けのレールによ。
Was wondering when. Oh, I just noticed that.
ようこそ。
Just notice all the talismans. That's a lot of talismans. And then, of course, the change in color, right, between red and blue.
うちの勝ちだ。
Oh, wow.
ここでおめえくらいの女の子たちが乱暴されてバラバラにされて捨てられた。
Hmm.
彼女たちだって悪霊になりたくてなったわけじゃねえ。ババアが現れるのは決まって理不尽な死を遂げた少女の霊がいる場所だった。成仏できねえ少女たちを慰めて回ってたのかもしれねえ。死者が生きてる人間を襲っちまったらダメだ。
The dead shouldn't assault the living.
聖者もだ。死者を愚弄するようなことは絶対しちゃならねえ。
Let this be a lesson for Momo and Okarun, right? Next time they meet other spirits, you'll never know why
おばてめえ、でけえのばっか持ってくんじゃねえよ。
they became that way to begin with, you know.
男がグダグダうるせえぞ。おめえ本当にチンコついてんのか？
ありますよ。取り返してくれてありがとうございます。
見せてみろ。
Excuse me?
行かれてんのかあんた。綾瀬さんどうにかしてください。
What the f-
夜遅いから気をつけてね。
この家より安全だと思います。それじゃあさよなら。
バイバイ。
さよなら。
さよなら。
Sayonara, not Matane? Really? The last time you're gonna be meeting each other?
オカルン。また明日。
There it is. Matashita. It's a difference. There's a difference between saying goodbye in like sayonara, as in that's like the last time you're gonna be meeting each other again, and matane, or what she just said, matashita, which implies that we'll be meeting each other again. Alright, that was Dandadan episodes 2, 3, and 4. I feel like this is a pretty nice spot to end this set of episodes. We defeated Turbo Granny. And ingeniously so. Luring her out of the city, and of course, having our grandma just there with all of the talismans, creating the gate for the city. Yeah, just a solid plan nonetheless. Though now that Turbo Granny is gone, along with the territory bound spirit, I believe, the crab. What's gonna happen with Okarun now? Because at least in these first 4 episodes, Okarun has the ability to change into Turbo Granny, or at least possess, that power, right? But now that he doesn't have those powers anymore, and also his male genitalia has been brought back. Thank the heavens. What's gonna happen with Okarun now? Which makes me assume, or I would say, think about in the future what would be his overall role in the grand scheme of things, because like compared to Ayase, for example, Ayase has the the power of the the spiritual medium, right? She can have psychic powers and such. Cool. But Okarun, on the other hand, now he's just a normal human being, presumably. Right? We don't know if there's like any residue, spirit, or whatever. I don't know yet. But I would imagine that Okarun can eventually, perhaps, be fused again with a different spirit and possess that power instead. Um, and so we can still have this dynamic between Okarun and Ayase, where Ayase has to control Okarun, while Okarun is like the offensive of the two. Um, but speaking of relationships between the two of them, I think that's probably like my favorite part of Dandadan so far. These characters, uh, obviously having a thing for each other while also not trying to say it. It's common romantic uh, relationship in anime. This is a romance anime. Let's just put it out there. This is a romance anime in disguise, by having a bunch of aliens and spirits, just making it feel different. That's basically it. Not that I am against that. Uh, but yeah, especially by the end of the fourth episode, when Okarun and Ayase say say their farewells, and then we changed that farewell to a see you later, from sayonara to matashita. Really good, really good. Which means that they will be you know um it's it is a start to a really, really interesting relationship that I am very much keen to see explored a lot more. Um, but then, of course, when it comes to exploration, now comes the question of like, okay, what are we gonna do with the with the actual plot of Dawn to Dawn? Like, what is the actual plot exactly? Like at this point, we still don't know. You know, um, at least with the first four episodes, we have a clear idea of like what we were trying to gain. What was our goal at the time. Now that that goal has been met, we defeated Turbo Granny. We have returned Okarun's male productive system, and now I guess we are going to be venturing um to a new story arc. I guess, right? Um, of course, there's still much more to see, much more to explore within this world. We've tackled, I was about to say we've tackled the spiritual side, but actually, episode 2 we are tackling a alien, right? Um, and that did made me wonder, like, what even is the difference between an alien and a spirit? You could say that they are different by definition, but you know, what if the possibility of the alien is the spirit, and the spirit is the alien, and they are actually one at the same? It's just like two different perspectives on the matter, right? Uh, which could be interesting, down the line. I can totally see them kind of exploring that route while also exploring the other route of no, there are boundaries, there are differences between the two of them. And I would love to see the story kind of exploring that aspect a lot more. Fleshing out the world building, fleshing out like the overall rules of the world. And I would imagine, because we just tackled Turbo Granny in the previous 2 episodes or so, I would imagine that now we can maybe shift our focus a bit more to the UFOs. Now we're focusing on Okarun's and his knowledge on the matter, right? Because so far Okarun has just been kind of following Ayase and her grandma's um you know uh um talking points, and they're basically the ones who are leading these sets of episodes, right? in terms of like their knowledge and all. But I would love to see, the other way around for Okarun to finally, do it for them. Like telling them, like all about the aliens and the UFOs and all that stuff. And also to actually, convince the grandma that no, grandma, aliens are real, they exist. I know you don't believe in the UFO shit, but trust me, it's real. But yeah, one thing that I also do want to say, review is kind of jumping all over the place, but one thing that I do want to say is, of course, by the end of the 4th episode, we once again, or sorry, not once again, but we finally, get that bit of nuance between, the spirit side of things, Turbo Granny, and her relationship, with, or her connection to, well, how can I put this, sexual assault victims, and it's that moment where the show kind of just slowed down for a bit, which is a very rare thing for this show to do, because this show is at a breakneck TikTok speed. I've talked about it in the first episode, my least favorite part of the show. But yeah, when the show kind of slowed down just for a bit, just to discuss about this aspect, and paints us an idea of, yeah, these are not inherently evil spirits, right? There is a reason why these spirits exist in the first place. There is a proponent. There is a reason why these spirits are born. They are born out of certain things. Those certain things may be evil, or those things may be a result of an evil act. But they're not inherently, by definition, evil, if that makes sense. I mean, this specific moment itself is already like a great example of this. Turbo Granny coming in, because of the calls of these victims, right? These victims of evil actions. But it's also because of these evil actions that these things keep happening, and I would say, I guess, like the spiritual side, the strengths of it kind of evolves more and more. Something that is also, common in other shows in general. I mean, like, this isn't the first time a show has tackled these sorts of things. Heck, even Jujutsu Kaisen kind of tackled it to a degree. So now it's just a matter of like, well, how much are we going to actually going to dive deeper into the matter, or are we just going to be on the surface level in terms of like, like maybe next time we're going to meet another spirit and it's like, oh yeah, the spirit is because of the torments of the people who got massacred in this event or whatever, and that's just going to be it, which, yeah, sure, whatever. But again, like surface level. So we don't know for sure, right? We're just like 4 episodes in. I'm just getting the idea that, yeah, there is a bit of nuance. It's just a matter of like, how much are we going to be exploring that nuance? But something about this whole thing with Turbo Granny that did interest me while I was like finishing up the reaction, and while I was thinking about it. Episode 1, when Ayase was getting sexually assaulted by the aliens, and then the telephone rang, and then Turbo Granny and Okarun shows up. Not a coincidence anymore, right? It's no longer a coincidence. The aliens think that it is, and I certainly did at the time, like, the timing is very coincidental here, but it does align really well with what Turbo Granny represents in this scenario, now that we do know context, right? And especially with this episode where we do, see Turbo Granny being able to communicate through through smartphones, telephones, which I guess spirits can also do that. Technology. But yeah, beyond that, a nice set of episodes, like I already mentioned. The animation, I should not repeat myself once again, but I'll repeat myself anyways. Fantastic, beautifully done, beautifully directed, objectively speaking, incredible. Love the use of colors once again. Really makes for a striking visual. Still though, my biggest gripe for the show, and I've already mentioned this in the first episode, is just I still think that the pacing is still too fast. Not specifically the pacing of the plot, but more so specifically the pacing of the dialogue. Like, characters are talking nonstop, and there is no point where they stop talking and we get a chance to breathe or just have a beautiful or just a quiet moment. Like, there's we got to keep talking. No, not nonstop. Not the first show to do it, but just it's just not my cup of tea in terms of pacing. That's it. Really, that's it. Yeah. Cannot wait to see what else the Dandadan has in store in terms of like the story and plot. I do wish and I hope that in the future, as the story progresses, we get a better understanding of like what we're gonna be doing, or at the very least, what we're gonna be doing for just the season alone. Because they can just do one season we can focus on one thing, and then the next season we can focus on another thing. I don't know yet. At this point, I'm an anime only. I have no idea what we're gonna be going or where we're gonna be going. Guess I'll just strap on for the ride, right? Hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. May not be as well. I don't know actually. I don't know. I don't know. I was about to say like maybe my reaction wasn't good because I wasn't really that fully engaged with the show, but maybe I did. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure about myself. Hope you guys enjoyed nonetheless. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And I will see you all next time for the next episode of Dandadan. Take care, everybody. Have a nice day. Peace.